good morning, and it is a good morning. Not only is the sun about to come up, but I woke up alive, and that is always better than the alternative, you know what I mean. Anyway, they say that the early worm, or is it the early bird catches the worm? Let's get this right, I haven't woke up yet. The early bird catches the worm. Well, in my case this morning, I'm hoping that the early angler with the worm catches the perch. Well, the rod's out, I've put some bait out there, and as always, I'm hopeful. But I'll tell you something, it's just a great morning to be up and about well before the world in general is even beginning to think about stirring. And that's a great time, well, great thing about this time of the year, of course, that you can get some fantastic hours of fishing in before the boats even begin to think about putting in an appearance of their own. So I'm hopeful, let's see how it goes. I just had some movement on the rod tip, I struck into it, I thought that's a very nice perch. However, it was a bream. Imagine if something that size was a perch. Well, we would have been talking crackers, wouldn't we? As it is, I'm not unhappy. As I say so many times, no such thing in my book as a nuisance fish. Although I do target specific species whenever I go, I'm always happy to bank anything. And good things come to those who wait. I've caught my target species, the perch. As you can hear, I'm next to a lock, so stone structure, brickwork, any of that sort of thing, excellent for these. I did other sessions as well, and the fish that I caught, or some of them you can see on the screen next to me, I caught predominantly perch. That was my target for the week, bream, chub, and I got the drop shotting gear out and caught an eel. That's the first time I've ever had one of those while I've been drop shotting. You never know, do you? As long as you're bait in the water, within reason, you've got a chance of picking anything up, whatever method that you use. I also did some very urban canal fishing in Wolverhampton by New Cross Hospital. I took someone for an appointment, they went in, they waited, and I got the drop shotting gear in the boot and I went onto the canal. Very interesting place, not the sort of venue that you'd want to go and bivvy up for the night, I'm sure. Met some interesting characters. One man even invited me onto the bench with him to share his bottle of vodka. I was there for about an hour. I caught loads of perch, lots of activity, nothing big but great fun, and isn't that what angling is all about? And also in this week's blog, as well as all the fishing, of course, we had a photo shoot at TNS. Now if you'd have told me 2 years ago or less that I would be involved with a professional football club in that capacity, I wouldn't have believed you. Well, you never know what's around the corner, do you? I've been to Africa on a number of occasions and I've seen the big five in their native environment, and when you see them and you've been used to zoos, you realise just how majestic these creatures really are. But I love British nature, and one of the things that I've done in recent years is to dig a pond in my garden to help our struggling amphibians on their way. They're in decline. If you think back, if you're of my age, you think back to when you were a kid, there were lots of pools and ponds in the corner of a farmer's field, for example, a little bit of wasteland. They've all been bulldozed over, they've all been built on, the fields have extended right the way to the boundaries now. So of course our amphibians have lost a lot of their natural habitat. Water tables have dropped as well, so the ponds that were very shallow before have now dried up, but we can all play our own part. And I dug a pond, and it is home to a breeding colony of smooth newts, also common frogs as well, in abundance, as you can see from some of the images and some of the features that are appearing on the screen. And we get the occasional common toad as well. So why not help our amphibians and go ahead and build yourself a garden pond? No fish, just amphibians. Finally, you can check out the written blog via the comments box here on YouTube. Into your fishing, tight lines, love your football. Well, although the season's ended, we've got the European Championships just around the corner. And into your British nature, like me, enjoy. There's a fantastic natural world out there, and if you're an angler as well, as I often say, angling is the perfect platform from which to enjoy the natural world. I'll see you next week.